close to 11, or just at 11 actually, and we are going to do a collab tonight with We Love Collabs, and it is naming our top 5 favorite Christmas movies, and just telling you a little bit about them in case you're looking for Christmas movies to watch this season with your family or with your significant other, or just because you feel like a Christmas movie. So here we go. I'm going to start, and then we'll just go back and forth. So I think one of my all-time favorite Christmas movies is Miracle on 34th Street. I really, really liked that one as a kid even. I really liked the law scene at the end where they were in the courtroom and they brought in all the mail to prove that Santa existed. There were 2 main movies that made me want to...
Spoil it for everybody.
Spoiler alert from the 30s. There were 2 main movies that I made me want to be a lawyer, and that was one of them. The other one was Adam's Rib with Katharine Hepburn and Spencer Tracy. So both of those were kind of like big influences for me wanting to go to law school. So that is definitely one of my favorite movies ever since I was a little kid, seriously. So, because I was a probably strange little kid. Okay, go ahead and name one of your favorite ones. Why are you laughing at me?
No, I'm just trying to think of one. You know it never works to put me on these things.
Okay, I'll go to number 2, and then he can do his first and second in a row. All right, so another one that I really, really like is It's a Wonderful Life. And again, I've always liked that since I was a little kid, which is probably strange because my parents actually forbade us from watching it. My dad thought it was bad and dark or something. I don't know why, because my family's messed up. But anyway, I would always turn it on after they went to bed and watch it late at night because I really liked it, and I didn't think it was dark. As a kid, I really liked Clarence. Like, that was like the part I liked the best. I just liked him as an angel. And then as I got older, I really just liked the overall story. And then after I was married and have kids, I really started identifying with the mom a lot, and like how she tries to balance the kids and the husband who's overstressed at work, and like trying to take appreciation for what they do have versus what they can't have, and her attitude on life. So I really, really like that. So yeah, that's like definitely for me, like I've kind of grown as I've watched it, and I really like that one. And I don't find it dark. I guess it is maybe dark, but I didn't find it dark. I still don't. So go ahead. Why are you laughing at me?
Because I never come up with anything on these.
Okay, I'll go to number 3. He's going to have to do all 5 in a row, so good luck to him.
Oh, I thought we were doing 5 between us.
No.
Oh, I don't have 5. There's no way I have 5. I was thinking that with you starting, there was a chance I could come up with 2.
Oh my goodness. Let's see. Third one that I really like. Again, since I was a kid, I really liked Holiday Inn, and I thought it was called A White Christmas, but it's actually Holiday Inn, and it's a story, in case you haven't seen it, it's a story, I should have told you what the story was in It's a Wonderful Life, but it's about A Wonderful Life, just to catch back up real quick. It's about a husband and a wife, and the husband's a banker in a small town, and it's wartime, and everything crashes, and the big conglomerate wants to eat up the small bank, and they're going to lose everything, and a lot of people in the town are going to lose everything, and then there's an angel that comes in, and there's kind of a miracle at the end. So at any rate, that's that summary. But what I was talking about, which one did I just say I was going to talk about? And give the summary of
Holiday Inn.
Holiday Inn is a story about a general that's retired, and this is after World War II, and he is retired with his wife, and I guess it's their granddaughter, so something must have happened to the grandson and the parents, and they are, I think it's in Vermont, and they're running an inn, and they're not making enough money. There's been a lot of snow, and people aren't coming up because money's tight, and 2 of his ex-soldiers, who weren't exactly his favorite soldiers, decided to help him out by doing a surprise review, and inviting like all his old troops up to the inn, and they were entertainers after the war, and so they have like a Broadway slash, not really Broadway, but more of a what do you call that when they used to do all the shows?
Vaudeville?
Vaudeville, yeah, they were kind of like vaudeville acts. So they hook up with two sisters, and then there's like romance between them, and then the sisters don't know that they're going to be hosting a show to benefit them. They think they were doing it just to benefit themselves. So then they break up, the twin sisters with the two friends. But eventually everybody figures it out in the final sequence, which is A White Christmas. I'm Dreaming of a White Christmas. And it's a romantic story, but also kind of like a feel-good story about them saving the inn for the general. And I just really liked it as a kid. I always like World War II stuff, I think because my grandpa was in World War II. My grandma came over from Germany, so I always like anything kind of World War II-ish. And anyways, I really like it. It's a great musical. It's got lots of good numbers, and it's romantic, and it's funny, but it's also touching. So that's another one that I really like. And I highly recommend it if you like musicals.
You're on a roll. Keep going.
Oh my God.
I don't have any.
You have to have like Christmas movies. My gosh. So that's 3. What would my 4th one be? You really don't want to say one yet?
I don't have anything.
Oh my gosh, they're just like sad. What would my 4th be? Oh, okay, yeah. I like A Christmas Carol. As a caveat, I should say that as a teenager, I had asked for one Christmas and got all the works of Charles Dickens and read all of them for fun. Because I really like his writing style, which probably is why I majored in rhetoric, because I really like how he writes and works his words, and he has really long sentences. And anyways, I really liked his writing style, and I really like that time period. And all his pieces pretty much take place in a certain time period in England. And anyways, I really like A Christmas Carol. That's like obviously a classic, but my favorite version, and there's a lot of versions out there, is the Disney one, which, as you all know, I'm a Disney nut. But there's several Disney versions, but my favorite one is the one where Scrooge McDuck is Scrooge, and there's the big giant, and he's like the first ghost, and then Mickey is the employee that works for him, and then his nephew is Donald, and his nephew's girlfriend's Daisy, and it's just a really good version. I really, really like that one, and in fact, this year I saw at the Disney store for real Disney nuts, they sold for the first time ever the PVC set. You can get all the characters from Mickey's Christmas Carol in like the little box, like the little plastic figures that are usually like $12.50, and I was so excited to see that. So, at any rate, for real Disney nuts, if you really like that movie, I don't know if you knew that the toys were out, but I was really surprised because they've never had, like at the Disney store, I've never been able to. In Disneyland, you could get like the figurines or something, but they were usually more expensive. But they've got the PVC set, so you can get like everything from that movie, which is like really cool. So I was really excited to see that this year. So, anyways, that's my 4th movie. All right, Hubby, your turn. You didn't watch any movies as a kid?
I watched some, but more of the little TV specials and stuff.
That's still a movie. Fun. You don't want to show.
Okay.
You want to do all yours in a row?
If you at this point, we might as well.
Okay, so my last one is a really, I don't know if it qualifies as a movie, but it's a cartoon short. There's a shock. And I really like Pluto's Christmas Tree. That is like pretty much, I think, my favorite Pluto cartoon. And that's hard to come by because Pluto's like definitely up there as my top 2 characters of favoriteness in Disney. And I really, really like that one. I don't want to ruin it if there's little kids watching that haven't seen it, but I will say it's got the chipmunks that sneak into the house on the tree, and I don't want to ruin anything else past that, but it is hilarious, and literally, I think even in my worst day, it would make me smile because it's really funny, so I highly recommend that one for little kids or for big kids. If you haven't seen it, just look it up on YouTube. Mickey's Christmas, not Mickey's Christmas Carol, Pluto's Christmas Tree, and check it out. It's not too long. It's maybe 4 minutes or so, but it's a really funny cartoon, and it's a classic. And in fact, this year I got Berkeley and John the shirt from that movie.
I feel like I should be wearing it.
You should be wearing it, but I got them the shirt from the movie, and I don't want to say exactly what the scene is, but it's definitely from the movie, and I was really excited to see it because it is my favorite short, Disney, whatever, and cartoon, and with Pluto, and I was really excited to get those shirts. Again, Disney store had really good choices for Christmas stuff this year. So, okay, that's my 5. It's kind of a weird mix, so it was, let's see if I can go back in order. I don't think I'm going to get in order, but Miracle on 34th, It's a Wonderful Life. What else did I say? Christmas Carol, Pluto's Christmas Tree, and what was the middle one? Holiday Inn / White Christmas, which a lot of people call it White Christmas because that's like the big closing number. So that's my top 5.
I don't mind. I don't know mine, but I know yours.
I'm sorry, it's 11. So, but I did get through 5, and hopefully that's a good description. So, okay, Hubby's turn if he has any to share.
If you're lying, I, as a kid, grew up watching all the specials on TV, so all the classic ones still come to mind. So there's Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, which is one of the good ones, and Frosty the Snowman. But watch out for the sequels. The Frosty sequels aren't very good, for the most part. Santa Claus is Coming to Town. Really, I don't know about as a kid if that was one of my favorites, but I've really come to enjoy it more as I've gotten older. And appreciate the effort they put into making all the legends around Santa into attempted a cohesive story there. I've got 3. That's something.
That's good. Do you have any more? Those are your top 3.
Oh, the Charlie Brown
there you go.
Christmas one.
Yeah, if he doesn't say that, he'll be disowned by Brighton.
Yeah.
Brighton loves Snoopy, so that's a classic one. What's your favorite part of that one? The tree?
Probably the tree.
Do you like it when it's
maybe
miraculously changed into a nice tree, or do you like it when it's a tree with just a red little ball on it?
I think I like it when Charlie Brown's showing up with this tree.
See, he came up with 4. That's good.
Yeah.
You have one more?
Well, for Savannah, I'll go ahead and go with the movie Elf. Go with something actually fairly modern on the list. Will Ferrell is a baby who slips into Santa's bag by accident. He's an orphan, so it's not a horrible kidnapping or anything from the parents. And he's raised by the elves and thinks he's an elf. Acts like one of Santa's elves. And then comes back into society and is a happy, cheerful Christmas elf in, I think it's New York or some big city. And just interacting with everybody. It's pretty silly.
Okay, so that's it, guys. That's our top 5 and top 5 Christmas movies. I hope that gives you guys something else to watch that maybe you haven't seen before. Go ahead and share your favorite Christmas movies with us below, and maybe we'll find something new to watch with our kids or on a date night. So let us know, and I hope you enjoyed this video. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.